Hello, welcome back. So someone sent this part to me to make because it's kind of confusing and they want me to explain how to model this, and I'm just going to go straight into it. So start a new part file and click OK. So from what I see for this part is it's actually easy to model, but there are some hidden tricks in there that there are just some hidden, not hidden, but there's some techniques you have to use, some drafting techniques you have to use to get the dimensions or the views that aren't given to you. So to start, look at this part as the top part of it is looking at it, that's the front view. So when you rotate that part away from you 90 degrees, that gives you this view over here. So this view is when you rotate it in the opposite direction away from you and you get this bottom view. So we're just going to start from this view because we know we have this dimension and that. So click on the top plane, sketch, and draw a circle. And this circle is 3.5, and extrude it down in the opposite direction, and it's going to be 0.5. Good. So now the next thing we need to draw is this shape under it. So that the diameter is given at 2.26, but we don't have the length. But the way to get the length is if you look at this circle, you can see that that circle is tangent to that top line and is tangent to that bottom line. And if you track this circle down, that's a drafting technique. That was what I was saying earlier. Like you have to use drafting technique. So the way I was taught is you take a line, a ruler, and just draw a line down. Whatever that touches, that is what you are looking for. So if you track this line down and that line down, it is 3. So since that is 3, the length down will also be 3. So on this top face, sketch, number 2. I'm just going to move it here. Draw another circle. And this circle, the diameter for this circle is 2.26. So we're going to make it 2.26. And we are going to extrude it all the way down the opposite direction. And it is going to be 3. So, and all this stuff will make sense as we go. So 3. So we have that. So we have this shape. So now we just have to add our fillet now. So our fillet and rounds is 0.12. So fillet and round 0.12. And we are going to add it here, there, and there. If you look, they have 1, 2, 3. Good. So we have that part. So we have the first part done. And when you have that done, all you need to do is now draw this part. So this part is like, if you now take this part and rotate it this way, right, away from you, now you are looking at it from this view. So now all you need to draw when the part is in this shape is something, that view coming down. So which is this view, and that's what we are going to do. That's what we are going to do now. So on the front plane, sketch. Number 2. So we are looking at it now from this view, right? Again, we see that this 3 is also this. So we're just going to draw 2 lines for, not 2 lines, 2 circles for now. Just draw 2 circles in each other like that. We know the first circle, which is this one, is 3. So we're going to just make it tangent to the top edge and make it tangent to the bottom edge. So make sure you select the edge and the circle, make it tangent, and make sure the center of the circle is vertical with the origin point, like right there. As you can see, that circle is defined, fully defined, and that is that one. We are just going to make it a construction line because we are going to use it later. right now is just a reference, but the one we need is this one. And this circle, again, if I rotate it this way, this circle is this line. So you see this line coming up and this line coming up. That is telling you that the length of this is the same as this right here. So they are both on each other. So I don't know how to explain it, but this is the same dimension as that because they are both equal to each other, I guess you can say. So now, knowing that, what you can do, there are two ways you can do it. You can either make this 2.26, or what I would do is I would just make this, select this circle and select that line at that outside edge, make it tangent. So now you know they are both on each other. So what you can do now is just extrude, feature extrude. So you extrude it out, and now you don't know how far it goes out because they don't give you the dimension right here. But what they give you is, if you look, this top edge is actually also coincident, it's tangent to this edge. So if you look at it this way, let me rotate it this way. If you look at it this way, this top part is tangent with that edge, and that's what we're going to do. Since this is 3.5, so we'll just take half of that because we drew it from the middle. So that will be 3.5 divided by 2. So it's 1.75. And if I go normal 2, and you can see that is coincident with that edge, and that's exactly what we need. So now click on this. Before we do that, show your sketch. Now click on this face. It's this face. Click on that face. Sketch. Now select that second, the outside circle that we made construction line, and click convert entity to convert it to this face, and hide that sketch. And now what we need to do is that, like I said, that is this feature right here, this shape. So we're going to extrude it back 0.088, and I hope I'm explaining this as clear as I can, and I apologize if it's not clear enough. Just leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to help you. So that's 0.88. But what I want you to do is uncheck this merge result, because don't merge it just yet, and just click OK. So we have that feature now, and now we want to add our fillet first. So just select this back edge, because if you look, there's a fillet there, and select that back edge and add the fillet and click OK. And now go to like your insert feature, combine this and that, make sure it's on add and click OK. And now let's add the rest of the fillet to the back edge. We can just add it to this edge and that edge, that edge. This edge, this edge. I'm not sure if the fillet goes all the way up there, but let's just leave that last fillet out for now. I'll let you decide if I know it has this fillet and it has this fillet and that fillet, but I'm not sure about this one. So I'll let you make that determination if you want to put that fillet in. So I click OK. So I have those two fillet in, and you know what, let's try putting those fillet in and see. I don't think it's going to break anything. Let me try it just now. Okay, so let me unselect. If I go normal 2, that's what you're looking at. But again, that last, you have to kind of like mess around with the fillet to, I'm pretty sure if I rearrange it, it's going to work better. Just a second. Yeah, so it is up to you. You can, I think you should put the fillet in there because that's how they have it. Um, but then it's up to you. You can either take that fillet out or leave it. So let me just suppress it for now. I'm just pointing that out that you can add that too. So moving on. So we have the two main things done. So we have this feature. So if I go normal 2, you see the 2 line that I was telling you right here and this feature. Good. So what we need to do now is just start cutting our holes in it. And we're going to start from the bottom. We have the 1.62 and 0.3. So on the bottom face, sketch, and we're going to draw a circle. The circle is, the diameter is 1.62, and feature extrude cut, and it is going to be 0.3. Good. And if you look, there's another circle. There's another cut that goes all the way, but they don't tell you what that dimension is. But the way you would determine it is you can see that it is tangent to this circle. And this circle, or the dimension, also tells you that it's 2 circles, 0.625, meaning that that circle is this one and that one going up. So sketch on that face, sketch, number 2, draw a circle, and that is going to be 0.625, and feature extrude cut blind through all, and click OK. Good. So we have that. That is done. So the next thing is there's 3 circles, 3 bore through over here. And if you look, those bore through are this one right here. Right? So there are these ones right here. So what you're going to do is you are going to, this bore throughs right here. So what you're going to do is on this face, sketch, number 2. We know that the diameter. So what we just need to do is just draw our reference sketch, something like that. It's just to locate where those 3 points are, those 3 circles are. So that will be 1.26, and it's the center of that circle. That's what I'm referencing, which is right at 1.26. No, I don't mean to do that. Escape and just close that sketch and make this a construction line and exit the sketch. So now what we need to do is just go in the hole wizard. So you're going to go feature, hole wizard. You want to select this hole and make sure it's NC inch or drill size, and you want the number 8, and it is 1.99, 0.199 and 5.5, and click position and select that face. And what you want to do is just click on that quadrant and drop it on that quadrant. And once you have everything and you have this all this measurement, click OK, and we have our first and one done. So now what we're going to do is circular pattern, click this top edge, and you want it 3, and the feature you want is that. So the top edge, you click the circle, any circular edge, and 3, and make sure for like the feature, click this hole, or you can select it from here and click OK. So good, we have that part done. Another part we need to do is so you can hide this sketch because you don't need it. So we have that done. Another one we need to do is, if you look back here, there's also 2-3 circles, and we are going to draw that now. I think we are almost done. So on this back face, looking at it from this view, because if you look at it from this view, click this back face sketch, draw a circle out, and the diameter of that circle is 2.88, I believe. Yes, 2.88, and make that circle a construction line, and draw a line, midpoint line, something going like that. Draw a line, another line from here going up, another line from here going up, and another line coming down. So we have those three lines. Select all those lines and make them construction line. Select all of them, construction, and add a dimension to this. This is 15. If you look at it over here, 15. So we're just going to click 15. And the same thing on this side, 15. So we have the point where our circle is located. So just draw two circles in there. Do the same thing over here. And the same thing down here. And that will be this three feature. And now the outside circles, select all of them holding the control key and make them equal to each other. And the inside circles, select all of them also and make them equal to each other. So once you have that, now we just need to add our dimensions on one of them. So right here you have your dimension, which is telling you the biggest circle is 0.3. This is in the way, so I'm sorry, but I'll move my mouse out of the way so you can see. The first one is 0.375 diameter, and the depth is 0.26. So it is 0.375, and the second one, which is right here, is 0.266. So I'm going to make that 0.266. Okay. So the inside circle, make those a construction line for now. Make them construction. And now go to your feature. So you should have something like this. Go to feature, extrude cut. You're extruding it back 0.26. And click OK. And now select that interface, sketch, number 2. You can show this sketch now, show that. And the inside sketch, hold the control key, select all three of them and convert entity. And once you're done, you can hide this sketch, you don't need it anymore. And now feature, extrude cut, true all. Good. And you have that is done. So I believe that's all. No, that's not all. We have more. So now we have the ones, this done. We have all this circle done. Now we need this ones, right? So to get this ones, you can see them from over here, right? There is this 0.2, there's this 2 diameter 0.62. So click this top face, sketch, draw a circle. Click that circle and click the outside edge, and it's going to be concentric, so that means the center of both circles are the same. And make that diameter 2, and feature, extrude cut. We are extrude cutting it down 0.62 and click OK. And now there is also, so the 0.62, if you track this up, that will be that. And there's also one going in. So it doesn't go all the way. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the back. It just goes to that circle. So what you would do is click this face, sketch, and draw your circle, which will be this one, right? So this will be this one, and it is, again, draw this over there, click that circle, click this edge, make it concentric, and that would be 0.625. And now all you're going to do is feature, extrude cut, up to next. So when you do up to next, it only cuts it to this inside hole. If you look at it over here, it only goes into that hole. And click OK. And that is pretty much your part. The only one thing we need to do is this, add this circle, this one over here. Okay, so we need to add that. So one thing I just realized is I might have done this wrong. As you see this for the 0.5 depth, since it's 4 circles, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is 0.5 depth. So I'm now interpreting it as that 0.5 is starting from this edge, right? Yes, so I'm interpreting that it's starting from this edge, not this face, not that face. So I mean, all is not lost. All we can just do is right click on this plane and change the face to that, and I'm just going to try it and see what happens. And this hole too, I'm going to right click on that point and change the face to this face and click OK. So now that's what we have. So it's still 0.5 in, but now it's just, if I section it, where's my section to? Yes, I believe it's right now. So what I did is just the way we made it. So just go back this sketch, right click, change the plane and change it to this, and on your whole wizard right click, pull the drop down, this sketch, change the plane and change it to that face, and it should move everything for you. If I go in here, everything is still the same, so it's still 0.5, 0.199. Good. So the last one we need to do is this hole right here. So we can, because this face is pretty much coincident, we can click on this face and sketch number 2, and if I draw a hole somewhere up here, make sure it is vertical to this, and from here it is 0.3 down. So from this top edge to that center is 0.3. And now I'm going to also make this, the diameter is 0.199. And if I now extrude, I could use the whole wizard, because that has a countersink. Let me use the whole wizard. So excuse me, just exit out of this, don't save it. Let's not do it that way. So let's use the whole wizard. So sorry, so whole wizard, we still have all the features we want. So we just click on position, select this face and just move it somewhere up there, and all we need to do is add a dimension to from that point, and it's 0.3, and click this, the point, and your vertical, your horizontal, your origin point, make it vertical to each other, and we have everything. So go back, make sure all your setting is the same and click OK. So you have that up there, and that is that feature. So if you, let me section it. There you go. So that is that feature. It is going in, and it is going in, and it is 1.5. So there you go, you're done. I'm looking at it because this is like I'm just trying to make sure everything is right. Again, this fillet, you can either leave it or take it out. I'm just going to show mine because I think it should be there. And to prove to you that this is right, let's put this on the drawing. So I'm just going to save this on my desktop. Gonna save it as part 3, and let me open a new drawing file. I'm just going to take this, place it here, and I'm going to project. So the one I placed was the front view, right? So I'm just going to project view, project this, project view, project this down. So, and we want to change it to wireframe, both of them to wireframe. Right click on this and tangent edge removed, and do the same thing for this tangent edge removed. And as you can see, you have all your feature. So you can see the hidden lines are matching up. That's a good way to verify your work. Your hidden lines should match up, and all your hidden lines. So all the hidden line is matched up, and you have your circle over there. You have the circle at the top. Those two. So if you were to dimension it and just dimension it, it would be right. So this is pretty much how you make this part. The only thing that you can feel free to check on is this over here. That this is, well, you can't really go about the representation too much because you can see that hole is sticking in there, but you have it is 0.5. So the 0.5 is either is it 0.5 from this face, or is it 0.5 from this face? That's what but I'm pretty sure since it is 4 holes and the first one is starting from the face outside, so that's letting me know it is 0.5 from that face back. So this is how you make it, and thank you. I'm sorry that it took forever, but I'm just trying to make sure I explain and I cover everything as clear as I can. And if you have any question, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.